GGA.JJROCKETS. Every time you fight him, you gotta say GG, GGA.JJ.
That's too many J's. All right, so GGA.JJROCKETS, you know, has been playing out of his mind lately, really. You know, beating people that, you know, he beat Tyroy at Combo Breaker after Tyroy had just beaten Zenotto. So very clearly, JJ knows something that Zenotto didn't in that matchup. It's going to be really interesting to see if JJ can continue this momentum here at the Summit and take out the rising star of Bushi.
Yeah, these players have actually just... JJ being 7th on the PR just instantly says, guys, why am I 7th? This is not right. I'm going to go all the way up to the top. And Bushi is saying, I just got here, like literally like a month ago, but well, not a month ago, but I just got here recently, and I'm also going straight to the top.
Right, and Bushi actually going with Sheik, interestingly enough. Even in my notes, I wrote down Bayo right away because I didn't believe that Bushi was playing another character. This is a guy, though, that had stayed tried and true to Bayo for every time that I've seen him, and I respect him a lot for that. I recently had to apologize to Bushi, actually, because there was, I think, a Poplar that I was watching, and I made the joke that I'm surprised Bayo had the muscle density to be able to carry Bushi. But that was pre-patch, and then Bushi stuck with Bayonetta through the nerf and still was getting good results with her. So I had to issue a public apology to Bushi for saying that.
Now Bushi is playing Bayonetta pretty much always. I did discuss with him previously, I think last week, and he says he wants Sheik just for Diddy Kong. Maybe not just for Diddy Kong, but he does want a secondary. And Diddy Kong is one of the characters that Bayonetta
struggles against.
Likes the least.
Yeah, Bayonetta, even pre-patch, had a tough time against zoning characters, and because of Diddy with his banana and with his very powerful aerials, he really did fantastic things against Bayonetta. So yeah, Sheik picked in this matchup, definitely a better choice. I'm happy to see Bushi broadening his horizons, even though his Bayonetta is deadly.
Oh, nice down tilt into a fair conversion right there. Into the jab frame trap.
Yeah, and that's really good knowledge of the character there by Bushi. This is clearly a guy who's been studying up. He's not just someone who picked up Bayonetta and said, I'm only going to learn this character, and that's it. He's really broadened everything about his game, including, you know, his play style. It seems like every week he's learning something new and getting better.
Yeah, and this Sheik is only, oh my goodness, the reads. But this Sheik is only about a month old, I believe.
Couldn't even be that old, because even that was pre-patch. Like, why would you use Sheik?
Either way, still a new Sheik, and he's got that first stock on JJ.
Something that JJ is not accustomed to. Normally, JJ's aggressive style of play lends itself to taking first stocks and then being able to control the pace of the match. But right now, we're seeing Bushi really taking it to the monkey.
Yeah, he wanted that barrel gimp right there, and JJ says, I know you want that barrel gimp, so I'm just going to go high.
And yeah, very smart by JJ.
Oh my gosh, he's going low.
Yeah, that's something that's interesting about JJ's game, is that he's really advanced it as of late in his recovery ability. A lot of times we'd see ill-advised side Bs from JJ, but he's pretty much removed them from his game entirely. The only time that I've really seen those lately was when he was at Get On My Level against that Little Mac that beat him.
Alphakins.
Yeah. And that was like really the only time recently that I've seen JJ fall into those old patterns. Since then, he's been very vigilant about making sure that all of his side B moves have been calculated. And right now, even though he lost first stock, has a big advantage. Ruins, what can Bushi do to bring this back?
Well, this is actually just standard JJ stuff. JJ, like, very frequently gets a little bit bodied, and then he just says, all right, I'm going to body you back, and I'm going to take this game.
It's like JJ's just like, you know what, you're right, I am good at this game. Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you for, it's like halfway through the game, he's like, wait, I forgot to use this move, and then he starts using whatever random move that is and starts doing well.
And a good side B there, catching Bushi off guard. That's something that he, because of his limit on how much he's been using side B, is catching a lot of people off guard, because normally, you know, doing that in neutral isn't always a safe move. All you have to do is shield, and then you can get a big punish off of it. That whole end to the match, including the kill, was predicated off of him getting that. It got Bushi off balance, made him recover on safely, and JJ took the game.
Yep, I don't know what I'm going to see from Bushi. I do think the Sheik did very well, as long as he makes some kind of adaptation, going straight to Smashville. Also, JJ didn't start on Smashville.
Surprisingly enough, I'm guessing that Bushi requested to strike. and immediately struck Smashville because he knows how much JJ likes to do that. Now, it's interesting, though, that because of that they are going to Smashville now, but you have to realize that regardless of how good JJ as a player is at Smashville, Sheik as a character just absolutely dominates almost every character here.
Both characters actually really good on Smashville. Recently, today, a photo was posted on Chicago Smash 4 of the stages and the blast zones.
Yep.
And we just discussed a little bit, and we determined both of these characters, not just the players, but the characters, killing off the side very easily. Both like Smashville because it has the smallest walls.
Yeah, Smashville's walls are near. And the reason that they're so near is because if you catch someone on that Uber platform, all of a sudden you're face to face with the door to the blast zone.
You're like a few feet away from the blast zone, and that's scary. So JJ's saying, all right, I know what to do now. I'm fine.
Yeah, you remember the Sheik matchup. He has a lot of experience. You know, it was like summer of 2015. It was basically the Akiro and JJ.Rockets show.
Yeah.
And then since then, we've seen Big Mac on the rise. We've seen Tyroy's Sheik, so he definitely knows the matchup. So Bushi needs to bring something different to the table here. Needs to try and utilize just Sheik things. Like he needs to bring us something new. He needs to get us the trend on another topic.
Yeah, sometimes he's got to stop playing Sheik and start playing a little bit of Bushi.
Yeah. And that's actually another player in the Chicago scene's advantage is Sheen. Sheen just plays Sheen.
Sheen plays Sheen. Big Mac plays Big Mac. I don't know if you ever watched his Sheik.
Yeah, if you watch like Big Mac Sheik and then he goes to another character, it's the same play style. He just has different tools, he just plays it the same.
Backer going to take the stock.
Bushi, though, looks like he's just trying to play Sheik, and if you try and play basic Sheik, as good as she is, still top 10 in the game in my opinion, you're going to get beat by JJ.Rockets unless you're the elite.
Oh, up smash taking the stock, but the thing is, the Sheik matchup is always the Sheik matchup. It's the Sheik match. The Sheik's always Sheik. But Bushi can do whatever he wants.
True.
So that's the thing, is that JJ doesn't have to adapt because there's not much to do.
Right, yeah.
When he's always playing Sheik and not always playing Bushi.
Yeah, and that's something that actually kind of bleeds into his Bayonetta game. Like that's why his Bayonetta has been so successful compared to others, is that he's played his style of Bayonetta, not just the brain dead Bayonetta stuff that we saw earlier. With how different Sheiks can be, Void, Mr. R, Zero, all of them have very, very different Sheiks. That means that Bushi needs to find his own style here, because otherwise JJ is going to eat him alive, and that's actually what's happening right now.
Yeah, 88, 96% on Bushi. He's not getting a lot out of his combos because he's having a little bit of trouble initiating them, and then once he finally gets them, JJ's just breaking out somehow.
Yeah, and he wanted to the roll read there, but the Sheik actually delayed her get up a little bit there. Very smart by Bushi. That keeps him in the game. And a missed tilt there.
That could have confirmed into something big for Bushi. Forward tilt up air, going to take the stock. I'm sorry, going to get him some percent. And JJ just out of shield is hitting Bushi really hard.
Yep, and the forward air will take it.
I think he might have air dodged into the blast zone there.
Yeah, and that's something, guys, if you're not aware of, you do not want to air dodge going to the blast zone because it interferes with your momentum. It can sometimes push your character model into the blast zone. So congratulations to JJ. He will be going up against the one and only Ned.
All right, we got JT
finals.